That's what makes it specific. That's all I've been doing, and this is why we keep arguing, because it's not necessarily me saying you're wrong or you telling me that I'm wrong. Well, it's more of that, but all I'm saying is this. What you say is specific to the context in which you're using, and I acknowledge that. And at the same time I acknowledge that things outside of that realm, in the general context, on many other multiple occasions, levels, and circumstances exist. And you don't acknowledge that. And that's the only problem, because they exist, dude. You don't have to acknowledge them or believe it, but they just do.
But what is that you're saying that I don't acknowledge or believe?
For real, it doesn't matter anymore, but the point is, it's not about a specific you won. You can get the gold medal. I don't care. I'm just telling you, Kevin, there's only one winner. You can win. I don't care about winning.
I got you.
All I want you to do is hear what I'm saying and weigh it. Not agree with it, not disagree with it. You're going to do one or the other, but just weigh it, dude. Just look at it neutrally, and that's it. That's all. That's all I ever try to say throughout this whole course of time.
I'll look at it neutrally.
But the thing is, the irony to that is, you look at me as being so close-minded and only having my point and not seeing what you're saying, and it's the opposite. I see exactly why you even think what you're thinking and what's making you say it, and I understand it, and I acknowledge it, and I agree within the context that you present it. But outside of that context, it doesn't always happen that way. That's all I've ever said, dude. And that's my point through the video. You come at me with the opposite thing that I say. And
but you just saying outside.
That's ironic because
you keep saying outside of the context though, and I'm still not understanding where is it outside the context that what I'm saying is.
Okay, well, for instance, for you, in your personal experience, if someone hits you, your instinct is to hit them back, right? Okay, that was what you said.
Right.
Now, for you, in that situation, you said your conscience would be a hindrance to you because it would prevent you from reacting and doing what you needed to do that was necessary, right? I'm asking. I'm not telling you that's what you said. I'm saying, is that right?
No, what I said is that I'm taught my conscience, meaning like I'm taught to not react in that situation.
Who taught you that? Who's teaching you to not react in that situation? I don't see anyone. What I see is this: you were raised in the streets, so if anything, you're taught to react in that situation instinctually. Coming from the streets, I would think you're more prone to react in that way than someone who's brought up in the suburbs. And that's not to say that that's a true generalization, but it is a generalization, and that's the problem because it doesn't apply to everyone, which is my point throughout the whole thing.
Okay, so let me make one quick statement. What you told me is that
I'm just trying to understand for you personally.
Being raised in the streets, you would think that.
No, but I'm just asking because we're about to get off topic.
I do want to make you one comment. You said I'll be taught to react a certain.
No. I say I can see how it will be more probable. But what I was saying is go back to what you just said. In your situation, if the dude hits you, your instinct is to hit him back, right?
Your instinct is whatever you do in that moment.
Okay, whatever you do in that moment.
Like if I tell you what my reaction is, then that's my conscience right now.
Now
telling
time
you
out. You're telling
me
that you can't think of any instance where you just react in a moment where if you had stopped and thought first consciously that the outcome would have been better and not worse? Because, dude, there is a billion things you can throw into that arena. And there's people who watch this that will tell you a million.
Everything
and it's not
that
to
involves
disprove
thinking is
anything you
not
said.
being conscious, bro.
No, the point is this.
That's
not the point.
What you just said is thinking, money.
Hold on.
I said that everything.
Don't say shit.
Thinking requires something that you've been taught, money.
The whole point of the first thing was that you said conscience is a hindrance to you more than it is a help. That's what you said.
I said my theory.
Oh yeah, your theory
is conscious is what?
I'm waiting on you to say it.
My theory is conscious is something that you are taught, bro. Everything that you're conscious of is something that you're taught. That is my theory. It's not no.
What'd you say about instinct?
That instinct is what comes now.
Okay, but aside from conscious being something you're taught that you're saying, okay, because there are things that you're conscious of that you have been taught, but there's a lot that you're conscious of that you were never taught.
Like what?
Dude, okay, let's go to the fucking main point first, because it doesn't make any sense for me to name those, because honestly, I can't believe you don't know.
Name one. One thing that I'm conscious of that I haven't been taught.
Did someone have to teach you how to open your eyes
Yes.
and look and perceive information within the environment you exist and store data and process it?
You're confusing instinct with conscious.
Dude, there's things that happen on a innate. I mean, on a.
You open your eyes coming out the womb, bro.
What the hell is the word?
Your ears work coming out the womb.
It's involuntary
your nose
versus
work coming out the womb, bro. You have
voluntary.
You have five senses when you're born, bro.
Dude,
five senses: taste, touch, hear, smell.
Yeah, but time out. When you use them, you're not just randomly.
No,
You're not just grabbing. You pick something up, you feel it. You're like, oh, this is hard and smooth. Oh, this is rigid and cold.
Conscious gave you a universal language.
Dude, no,
Conscious taught you that this is code. Code is just a word that you use, bro.
Oh my God,
code is
dude.
just a word that you use, bro. You don't even know that shit, bro. That's why there's no language barrier that can communicate everything that you feel, and you just said that yourself. There's no form of language that can communicate every emotion that you have within you.
No,
it can
only do its best to communicate it on a broad level.
That's why in America we had to be taught a centralized form of communication.
I've spoken more than one language, so I can really tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
We had to be taught a centralized form of one language so that we could communicate things. So guess what happened?
You still haven't let me go back to the very, very first thing that you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went off on a whole other tangent. And that was, for you, conscience is a hindrance. Was that not the whole point of our debate?
You keep saying that. I just said that.
No, I'm
my
asking
theory
you,
isn't
that what you said? That conscience was a hindrance.
My theory is that everything you're conscious of, you are taught, bro.
Okay, and
that's the only thing I said. I said, show me how you can disprove my theory. If you can't disprove my theory,
if what you're saying was true, it would be a law and not a theory. And because it's a theory, it can be disproven.
It is a law, bro.
It's not a law.
It is a law.
And let me tell you
just
why.
don't know it, bro.
Because
and when we brought up the legal system, then you told me that we can't play in that position, bro.
Wait, no, I didn't. I said that you're confining it to one.